So, Erica, that was quite a dramatic conversation, right?
Absolutely. When even the mafia says they're broke, you know it's serious.
I think now is a great time to go deeper into some real life situations people face during a recession.
Yes, let's talk about how people manage their finances when they're in debt.
For example, some people might consolidate their loans.
Consolidate. What does that mean exactly?
It means combining several debts into one single loan, usually with a lower interest rate.
So instead of paying 5 different banks, you just pay one.
Exactly. It can make things easier to manage.
Another common thing people do is cut back on expenses.
Right. They stop eating out, cancel subscriptions, buy fewer things.
It's all about saving as much money as possible.
Yes, every dollar counts during tough times.
Do you know what else happens during recessions?
What's that?
People start looking for side gigs.
Side gigs. That's a great word. Can you explain it?
A side gig is a small job people do in addition to their main job, like delivering food or freelancing online.
That's very common nowadays, especially with apps and remote work.
Speaking of which, let's go through some useful phrases from today's conversation.
Great idea. Mini dialogue, real life practice. So, how are you managing with your bills these days?
It's been tough. I lost my job last month.
I'm so sorry to hear that. Are you getting any help?
Yeah, I applied for unemployment benefits and I started doing freelance work online.
That's smart. At least it helps you stay afloat.
Exactly. And I'm trying to cut back on unnecessary spending.
Every bit helps. Hang in there. It will get better. Language tip. When you say hang in there, it means stay strong. Don't give up.
Yes, it's a great expression for encouragement.
All right, that wraps up today's episode.
We hope you've learned some helpful vocabulary and real-life expressions.
Don't forget to practice repeating the phrases out loud.
And leave us a comment. What's one money-saving tip you use during tough times?
See you next time on English Pod. Bye! Title: How to Talk About Money, English Conversation Podcast, Part 3. So, have you ever tried budgeting your expenses with one of those mobile apps?
I have actually. I tried using one last month, but I kept forgetting to log my purchases.
Yeah, that's the hardest part, being consistent. I use one that connects directly to my bank account. It updates everything automatically.
Oh, that sounds much easier. What's it called?
It's called Money Track. It even categorizes your spending, so you can see how much you spend on food, rent, entertainment, everything.
That would really help. I feel like most of my money disappears and I don't even know where it goes.
Same here. That's why tracking helped me. I realized I was spending too much on takeout and online shopping.
Guilty. I'm definitely spending too much on food delivery.
One thing that helped me was setting weekly limits. Like, I gave myself $50 for eating out. Once I hit that, no more, until the next week.
That's smart. It forces you to think before you spend.
Exactly. And I also started using cash for some things, like groceries. That way, I physically see the money leaving my wallet.
That's a good trick. Digital money makes it too easy to overspend.
Totally. Have you thought about saving or investing?
I have some money saved, but I'm afraid to invest. I don't know where to start.
Same here, but I'm taking small steps. I opened a savings account with high interest and started reading about basic investments.
Maybe that's a good place to start, step by step.
Exactly. Money can be stressful, but if we learn to manage it, it gets easier.
Agreed. Let's keep talking about money habits and financial goals. English Conversation Podcast, Part 4. So, last time we talked about budgeting and spending.
Yeah, and I actually tried that $50 a week limit for food. It was tough at first, but it worked.
That's awesome. Did you notice a difference?
Definitely. I cooked more at home, and I started planning my meals. I even saved enough to put a little into my emergency fund.
That's great. An emergency fund is so important.
I know. Before, if anything unexpected happened, like my car breaking down, I had no backup.
Same here. I used to panic when surprises came up. Now I try to save at least 10% of everything I earn.
That's a good rule. I heard about the 50-30-20 rule. Do you use that?
I try to. 50% for needs, 30% for wants, and 20% for savings and debt.
It sounds simple, but it's harder than it looks.
Yeah, especially if your income isn't consistent. But it's a good starting point.
True. I've also been thinking about making more money, like a side hustle.
That's a great idea. What do you have in mind?
Maybe teaching online or selling things I don't use. I even thought about freelancing, writing, or design.
That's smart. I started freelancing last year. It's slow at first, but it grows.
Did you use any platforms?
Yeah, websites like Upwork and Fiverr. I made a profile and started small, but now I get regular clients.
That's inspiring. I should definitely try.
Go for it. The internet is full of opportunities.
I just worry about time. Working a full-time job already makes me tired.
I hear you. Maybe start with something small, like 1 or 2 hours a week.
Yeah, and maybe use the weekends. Even a little extra income could help.
Exactly. I use my side income for savings and investing. It gives me more freedom.
Speaking of investing, do you feel confident about that now?
More than before. I started by watching videos, reading books, and I even spoke to a financial advisor.
That's smart. I still feel a bit lost.
It's okay. We all start somewhere. Even putting money in a savings account with a good interest rate is a great start.
True. Baby steps.
Exactly. The goal is progress, not perfection.
I like that. Money used to stress me out, but now it feels like I'm gaining control.
That's the best feeling. Financial freedom is not about being rich. It's about feeling secure.
Yeah, being able to sleep at night without worrying about bills.
And maybe taking a vacation once in a while without guilt.
That's the dream.
Making Smart Choices with Money, English Conversation Podcast, Part 5. So, we've talked about saving, budgeting, and even making extra money. What's next?
I think the next step is learning how to spend money wisely.
Good point. Spending is easy, but spending smart is the real skill.
Yeah, I used to buy things just because they were on sale.
Oh, me too. I used to say, it's 50% off, but did I really need it?
Exactly. I'm trying to ask myself now, do I need it or do I just want it?
That's a great question to ask. I also started using the 24-hour rule.
What's that?
If I see something I want to buy, I wait 24 hours before buying it.
That's smart. You give your brain time to think.
Yes, most of the time I forget about it or realize I don't really need it.
I like that. I'll try it next time I'm on an online shopping site.
Online shopping is dangerous, too easy to click and buy.
Definitely. That's why I removed my card from the app.
Nice move. It adds a step, which gives you time to think.
Another thing I started doing is making a fun money budget.
Oh, that sounds interesting.
I give myself a small amount each month just to enjoy, like coffee, movies, or small treats.
That's a great idea. You enjoy life without going overboard.
Yeah, because saving everything and never having fun can make you frustrated.
True. It's all about balance.
Do you spend money on experiences or things?
I used to buy things, but now I prefer experiences like travel, concerts, or even a nice dinner.
Same here. I remember the trip I took last year more than the clothes I bought.
Exactly. Memories last longer than